Miata is not running yet. We're still waiting on a couple of the pieces. I feel like I'm constantly saying the Miata's not running, and it sounds real repetitive, but it's just fact. Welcome to the video. The video is episode 11, 10, 9, I don't know. Doesn't really matter anymore. Maybe episode 8. We are in week, I'm not sure. That's not important. What is important is that
we're still doing it and
having fun while we're doing it. So this week, Scott, who is Melissa's older brother, he wanted to change his brake pads. So believe it or not, even though I've had race car projects for 9 years, I didn't fully understand what we were doing. I realized I didn't have everything ready. And I'm sure you'll see that in the video that it's not good. I'm pretty embarrassed, but that's all right. I mean, we got the job done. We even bled the brakes at the end that I didn't record, so I think it's fine, you know. It's all a learning experience, you know. What year is it? 98 Corolla?
98, yeah.
Big Scott Leroy in the house.
Which way do I turn?
Oh, you're supposed to go that way, yeah. Even though we thought we knew what we were doing, we very quickly realized that we didn't know what we were doing, so.
Are you sure I'm going the right way?
Oh yeah, you gotta go the other way. There we go.
Don't ever listen to me anymore. Did you record that?
Yeah.
Here's
the test. No, let's go to the floor. I don't like that at all.
And then it shoots the stream out. And then you got it, and then you do the farthest one away from the cylinder, and then you do that one last.
Okay, so we opened up this one to the driver's side, and then we bled that, but you think that when we opened it, it let air into the...
Absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
So you got to bleed the whole system. So
right.
Do the furthest one away, pump it 3 times, push it all the way to the floor, loosen the bolt, and then you push it all the way to the floor and hold it until he tightens it. And you got to do it probably 2-3 times on each wheel until a stream of steady. Okay, I gotta go because I'm over there at the. All right. Bye, love you.
See ya. That was the big boss.
yeah.
I'm pretty embarrassed that, you know, I didn't know how to change the brakes right away, but it is what it is. Hey, what's happening? And then later in the day, the previous owner of the Miata, he hit me up on Instagram and said, hey, I got some extra parts for you. I figured maybe you could use them, so I told him, hey, come on down.
Oh, the wheel. It's the wheel.
This mic.
Oh, nice.
28.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Here, let me get the presents I got for you.
You got presents? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be so fucking cool.
Yeah, there you go.
You see that? I mean, I want it to be like tucked away, yeah. This thing, dude, this is going to be it.
There's a bunch of other cool stuff here. So you definitely NGK wires. I don't know how good they are, but I mean, they worked when I took them off the car. You know, you're going to change your oil one day.
There you go. I'm going to need that.
Random cubbies. People
Nice.
always want these. And I got...
Oh my
old
god,
voodoo knob.
nice.
That. And then here's like a German RX-8 5-speed. These are Hawk HPS pad. The box says 1.8 brakes, but I think these are for 1.6 brake. Random hardtop latches.
Cool.
And that's it.
That's it.
All right, where are we going?
This car is currently not going anywhere, but I just had some questions. How many miles did you have when you had it?
Bought it with 82,000 miles.
You put 100,000 miles on the car?
Like 110,000 miles.
This top is not the same top either.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
I had no top before.
Oh, you had no top?
Yeah, it's just a hard top.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, so that's why the windows are not in, because this car was a victim of theft. And you know what's funny is like I was a victim of like hardtop theft like twice. Like,
Twice?
Yeah, like my white one and then my red one.
So you had 2 hardtops jacked.
Yeah, and like I didn't learn from my first one, and I put garage strap brackets in, but the fucking thieves, they already knew, they were ready, you know. So they took that one too. So next time I'm fucking welding the bolts to the bracket or something.
Just never comes off.
Yeah, it just never comes off. I don't ever want it to come
Then they'll steal your
off.
car.
I hope so, because then at least I could just get compensated for the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, because they never found either of them. It was a huge bummer.
There was a guy that supposedly found my hardtop, like someone who's selling it in Baldwin Park or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go get it.
You didn't want to go get it?
I didn't want to go get it.
That guy's probably got issues, dude.
Well, what else do you want to know about the car?
What were the mannerisms of it? So just when I drive, I'm like ready for it.
The car was really, really, really good the way I had it set up. Really good shocks with sway bars.
Yeah,
And then pretty stiff springs, but they weren't like stiff like what everyone else is running.
Yeah.
But I think that actually made the car like handle like a lot better. Like the suspension could move more, and the
More
car was
forgiving.
really predictable.
There you go.
Yeah, it was like playing a video game. It was really easy to drive. And it's been a long time.
Yeah. 2010, you said?
Yeah.
Almost 10 years. It's time to get back into one, dude.
Yeah. It was just a normal Miata.
Yeah.
The hardtop.
Just
Didn't have
well.
any crazy parts on it or anything.
Yeah.
Like nothing to make it look too cool, except like the stock stuff, like an R-lip and just like the regular things.
Yeah.
Even the wheels ended up being like upgraded OE wheels, you know, like hollow spokes
the
or
hollow
NB
spokes.
wheels. It was perfect.
Yeah.
You haven't pulled the motor on this, right?
Mm-mm.
Are you going to at any point? I think the engine should be fine because the bottom end is like 190,000 miles, but the head has like 100,000 miles on it.
Oh, you had the head taken apart?
Yeah, I burned a valve, and Alex Cow gave me a head for free.
Oh shit.
A good head for free.
Oh shit. He typed that in for you too?
Yeah.
Hey, good head for free.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
shit,
like, oh,
I'm
dang,
there.
I'm there, yeah. So he hooked it up. And then I took it to a shop down in San Diego, and then they swapped it. Yeah, I drove it with only 3 cylinders firing for like 6 months.
Holy shit.
It sounded like a WRX.
Oh, it's like
Yeah. I had no money.
yeah,
Then I
yeah.
swapped the head, and it was perfect. So you should be good. But if you do take the motor out, you got to find out for me if it has like a Racing Beat flywheel on it or not.
I think it did. Oh, well,
I mean, I bought one and I took it to this really janky like Craigslist mechanic,
oh shit.
and then I don't know if he actually put it in or not.
Oh
And
shit.
the car's always made weird noise since then, but
We'll see.
I always want to know if
Well, if it
it's
ever
in
went
there.
in?
Yeah,
I got
if it
that.
ever went in.
I'm all just logging it in my head right now. Like, Racing Beat final. It's locked. Racing Beat final. It's locked. It's locked.
I wish I was handier.
Like just a fix?
Yeah.
Well, now's the time to
I
learn.
forgot, I asked you already, what's the deal with the diff?
You told me it was a VLSD.
No, did you ever take the diff out or anything?
No.
It's a Torsen.
Oh, it's a Torsen?
It's a good diff. It's like ready to go, dude.
It-
Definitely like a working LSD that you can slide on. It's like really good.
Alright, that's
really
what's up.
strong. Yeah.
There you go,
It
then I can
take
slide.
boost. Yeah, it can take boost. It's a 1.8 liter M, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Alright, that was cool. That was the original owner of the Miata, and I was really glad to see that guy. He told me everything that he remembers from the car. Brake master cylinder leaks. One of the brake calipers needs to be rebuilt. It's leaking. The cable, the e-brake cable is sticky and sometimes will not release, so we're gonna have to oil that. The Racing Beat lightweight flywheel that he had installed gave to someone else to install, and he's not totally sure if it's actually in there. So later down the line, we're gonna have to pull this thing out and see if there actually is a lightweight flywheel in here. But yeah, as far as that goes, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for the video. Thank you guys for checking it out. Like, comment, subscribe, as always. Thank you, everyone. The YouTube channel is steadily growing. When I started this, I had immense amount of support through my friends and family, and then it kind of peaked out, and I thought that I was done for, and I thought that that's just where I was gonna stay. The videos are just, they're weekly, so they're constantly happening. Some people aren't watching them, and that's okay, because this is just a document series. So but yeah, I thought that maybe people were losing interest in the channel. Turns out there's actually more people watching now, so that is really cool. Sean J, the previous owner of the Miata, he wants me to cut this van in half. And, you know, if I have nothing better to do with it, then, and I mean, he had a pretty swaying argument. If I have nothing better to do with this van, then cut it in half, then I'm just gonna cut it in half and see what we can do. So it sounds simple enough, and I'm pretty sure that if I cut it in half, it's symmetrical enough to just weld back together. But comment down below if you follow me on Instagram and you've seen the shorty van idea concept, and if you want me to cut this thing in half, like it, or comment if you have some type of fab skills and you can cut this thing in half. Hit me up. I mean, I don't want to cut this in half. Absolutely not. But if there's nothing else I can do, then let's have some fun with it. Thank you guys for checking out the channel. Thank you guys for checking out the video. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye. My YouTube merch?
Oh, Jocko merch.
Yeah, Jocko merch. All right.